I got involved in the energy issue and the climate issue about 12, 13 years ago when a guy I knew, Al Gore, asked me to go to a conference at Columbia University, the first sponsored conference by the United States government to take on the issue of climate change. All of the other ones have been academic conferences with no real involvement by any administration. And ever since that day, I have been committed to doing two things. Number one, maximizing the electricity that we use, make sure that we get the most out of it we can. So I'm going to tell you something. Since 1998, and I've been mayor during that period of time, Stamford's use of electricity in its buildings has decreased by 19%, one of the highest rates of reduction in all of the state of Connecticut. And we've done that through a cross-section of things. I call it the low-hanging fruit, but it's the low-hanging fruit that we as a state need to require everybody to do so that we can have more energy available in this state. We have 13.5 acres of covered roofs, meaning green roofs, planted roofs in the city of Stamford. We're changing over systems. We hope to take the government center, it's a 10-story office building, off of the grid sometime early next year. Hopefully, if we can get delivery in a speedy way, put on fuel cell technology. An organization called Clean Air, Cool Planet, which is a leading international advocacy group on behalf of energy conservation and taking carbon out of the air. Honored Stamford, and specifically me, for the programs that we had undertaken. We were the only municipality honored 4 years ago when they gave out on a national basis an award. And we have taken tens of thousands of tons of particulate matter out of the air since we began our program. We need more generation. We need better delivery systems. One of the things that happened in this state, when we decoupled generation from delivery, we then didn't sit on the companies charged with that delivery to make sure that they modernized that system so that we could access energy from further away. And at the same time, we didn't require that more generation come online in the state of Connecticut. Now, we're going to see some generation come online, but not enough to meet the growing needs of communities, particularly if we don't drive down the usage within existing buildings across the state. One of the things I've also done, and I want you to understand this, is in this stimulus act that the Congress and the Obama administration worked on. I've been working on that since September. And one of the things, and actually goes back further than that, as a trustee of the U.S. Conference of Mayors, which I have been for a number of years, we advocated something called, creating something called the Energy Empowerment Block Grants. And these are grants that will be made to communities over 50,000, but communities such as yours will then qualify for a pool of money through the state to actually fund on a local level energy conservation projects. So in my community, we're going to get $1.2 million. You'll be able to compete for energy funds from the state government to do things like, if you have streetlights, to change to LED, or to go through this building and find out what systems you could put in existence here. So it's an important program that I've advocated for, not just on a local level, not just on a state level, but on a national level.